There's a kind of a cliche about, a kid from a small town who goes to like a university campus and they're amazed by sort of the diversity of life and all these things and all these people they had never seen before. In some ways, I had almost the opposite experience. When I came to college, when I got to UND, it blew me away to actually find people who were very much like me. If people ask me like, well, what are things that changed your life? You always want to kind of be cute and say like, oh, the first time I saw the movie Slacker or something, or like when Nevermind was released. But in truth, it was working at this newspaper, this college newspaper, probably impacted the trajectory of my life more than anything I did. I spent most of my time in Merrifield Hall because I was a journalism major and an English minor, and there were a lot of classes there. Merrifield actually kind of looked the way a building would look in a movie about a college. I always liked that. I suppose I spent the most time actually in the Wilkerson dining area. We used to hang out there all the time. Going back there was a weird kind of rush of nostalgia or whatever. I lived in McVeigh Hall. I very briefly lived in West Hall, and then I lived in these apartments kind of over the overpass, kind of by a restaurant called Burger Time. And I remember walking over the Columbia Bridge and looking at campus. When I drive over that now, it's like, oh, I did this every day. It's like, I remember the Hislop. I guess that's going to be gone, but I remember going there a lot. And I remember walking through Gamble Hall. I didn't have a lot of classes there, but especially when it was freezing cold, I would walk through Gamble Hall. At college, you find the people you want to be with. And while I had many great instructors at UND, I did learn more from my classmates. It was really our discussions outside of class that shaped my personality, my sense of humor, I guess to a degree, my values and ideologies about things. So I think when someone goes to college, don't just look at it as like, how can I get through this to get my degree and get out in life? Or like, I'm happy I got in because my parents wanted me to go here, or all this. You really have to look at it as an opportunity to become the person you actually are, and not sort of the person that you were socialized to be, And I don't know if enough kids realize that now. I guess I didn't realize it at the time. These are things that I understand retroactively, but it's very true.